So, three lessons I've learned from studying personal development that can help you to empower your day and give you the day that you want. So, let's get started. So, the first tip is a personal development classic, which is have a powerful morning routine. A morning routine that empowers you to just win the day, okay? Meaning that you do something in the morning that really just gets your minds right and has you focused on your goals. So, the first thing I always recommend that people do is start by just making your bed. Now, why would making the bed help you to have an empowered day? Well, for me, and from what I've gathered, is when you make your bed, it enables you to start your day with a spirit of excellence. You know, it only takes a minute and it just really gets your mind right because you're starting off accomplishing at least one task. And this enables you just to kind of get your mind in the right type of focus and kind of just allows you to kind of wake up for the day. Now, what you do after that, some people choose to exercise, some people choose meditation, whatever it is. But my personal recommendation, at the very least, if you were to just do one thing every morning, just start by making your bed. Because at the end of the day, when you come back home, no matter what type of day that you had, you always come back to something that's comfortable that you can lie in, and at the very least, you could say you accomplished one thing. Okay, so the second thing I recommend is have your goals already written out the night before. So I recommend to have at least three goals. Some people do like just two to three goals every day that will determine whether or not your day is a success. What that essentially means is just have something each day that you can have a focus towards and that you can reasonably work towards. Typically, I always recommend that you set your goals at night the night before, and that way in the morning you can think about your goals, you'll be able to review them, and not only that, it just kind of gives you a very clear focus for the day. The third thing I recommend is, to me, the most important, have a schedule. So now, what I've found is what gets scheduled gets done. This is something I've actually learned from the influencer known as Jim Quick. When if you don't have your day scheduled out, or at the very least have a set time in which you're going to get things done, your day tends to fall to randomness. You'll end up most likely not getting done majority of the stuff that you set out to do, and you'll just find that the majority of your day just kind of gets away from you. So for me, I've found that using a planner like really just helps me to see out my day. It shows me like when I'm going to do things, and just kind of gets me in the right minds to know that, you know what, I know I'm doing this at this time, this at this time. This way, I'm not having to rush at the end. I know what needs to get done and what amount of time I need to get it done, and I know what assignments to give the proper time to. Pretty much any type of planner will do. I recommend the High Performance Planner. This was actually designed by Brendan Burchard, the world's leading #1 high performance coach. And basically, it's kind of done in 30-minute increments. You don't exactly have to do it like that. Some people do it within an hour or within a certain set period of time. But for me, it just helps to have, okay, 30 minutes I'm doing this. This is when I'm having break time. Like I said, you don't have to fill the whole planner out, but at the very least, have a set amount of things that need to get done scheduled in. Because as I said before, what gets scheduled gets done. So, to give you guys kind of an understanding of kind of like how does this help me and the benefits that this can have for you is this. For me, starting off with a powerful morning routine allows me to just get my mind right. I'm more focused throughout the day. I don't feel like I'm just like, okay, I'm doing this, doing that. It just kind of just stops me from just going crazy. And it just really helps me like to focus in on what really needs to get done throughout the day. So that's why I recommend starting off with a powerful morning routine. Secondly, knowing what priorities that need to be done in a set amount of time really just helps me to plan out my time, especially because for me particularly, it takes me a longer time to get things done than, let's say, the average person. whether that be reading something, whether that be completing a homework assignment, you name it. So for me, it helps me just to really be able to plan out my day, how much time I need to give to things, and so on and so forth. And thirdly, scheduling. Like I said, what gets scheduled gets done. To me, before I started scheduling things out, I would always wait till the last minute. I had no real strong sense of urgency up until the last moment where, like, let's say an assignment's due, or it's the last moment to turn something in, or if I need to submit a document somewhere. So this has helped me to really take control of my day. Oftentimes, it can be uncomfortable when you first set out to, do these things, specifically when it comes to goal setting or to scheduling out your day, because when you do that, it creates conditions for success and for failure. You don't want to ever feel like, dang, I didn't get all that done today, so I feel bad about myself, and it's just not a good feeling. But I would argue that you need that feeling in order to push yourself to go to the next level, in order to, empower yourself to really see how far you can go, to really take control of what it is that you need to do, so you don't have that feeling of helplessness, so you just don't have that feeling of just always being frustrated or just feeling like, where did the day go? So, those are my 3 tips. Let me know what you guys think, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.